Look at this guy, man. You guys know you're like a star now that the Rams won the Super Bowl.
Look at this side.
And of course, here he comes. Listen, is he smoking a cigar? He's really gonna. What? Oh my God! Yes, Rudy.
Rambo! Finally! The Ramelia Sports Report returns to the Rambo Show.
I'm out of here.
Rambo!
Roll down the window.
Yes, Rudy.
Put down the top. Crank up the Beach Boys, baby. Don't let the music stop. We gon' ride it till we just can't ride it no more. From the side, baby, to the valley, from the west side. Let's go. Big dog on three. 1, 2, 3. Big dog.
Big dog, what is up, my Ramelia fans of the Los Angeles Rams? Thank you for joining me. Just got off of work, finished setting everything up. Thank you for joining me. Rams versus Packers. Will Matthew Stafford play? Will he sit out? It's looking like he's going to play. He has a thumb injury and ligament damage, slamming his thumb on one of the Cowboys' helmet, and then making it worse when he had to dive for that 2-point conversion. Thank you, Tutu, for that short pass. Hold on. Just exacerbated the situation. Rippon is getting the reps in practice because Stafford is getting treatment on his elbow and getting it on the mend. And we'll see what happens with that. I think he's going to play. Hopefully he'll be able to grip the ball. In the fourth quarter, 16-13 Titans over the Steelers. Who really cares about that game? But yes, indeed. So we'll get right into the chat. We got some injury news, and we got some more. We got the 9 and dime with our guy Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp, and let's just get right into it. Here we go. Utah says you may contact and follow Rudy the Ramelia Sports Report via instagram.com, Ramelia Sports. Yes, indeed. You may contact and follow Rudy the Ramelia Sports Report on X twitter.com Sports Ramelia. Yes, indeed. Thank you, my guy G12. G12 says, welcome all Ram fans and NFL fans to the stream. Late night ochata and tequila with your host, Rudy of the Ramelia Sports Report. Hope you're having a good night. A la verga. Who's host? The Rams host. G12 says, Randy Newman, I love LA. Yes, indeed. Stockton says, Rambo celebrating the signing of Chase Young like they just won the Super Bowl. LOL. Can't wait to watch them gag again. Yeah, so on the Chase Young, I applauded them trying to make some moves, going all in. But it's funny that the media is not on them saying, is it Super Bowl or bust? Can Kyle Shanahan finally win the big one? Is he doomed in his tenure not to win the big one? No pressure, nonchalant. Nobody really expects the Niners to win, but there's no pressure either. Nobody's telling them, can you do it? You went all in. You wasted those draft picks on Trey Lance, and that was a fizzle. Now you got the Brock Purdy experiment, and 3 games straight, he hasn't played good the full games, and he's played horrible at the end of the last 2. Brock Purdy, the fool's gold game manager. I said before, he's a new, younger Jimmy Garoppolo, and it's proving to be true. We'll see what happens with that. But Chase Young. So I wanted Chase Young or Montez Sweet, and there's a chance that we might still get Chase Young at the end of the season because he's a rental. Now, the Niners already had a good defense. They finally got somebody opposite of Bosa, but the problem is, as Joe Burrow demonstrated, is at one point he got 18 passes off in a row against the Niners secondary. Now, I guess they're missing one guy, but their best guy was out there in Ward, Travarius Ward, and he was lighting them up. So it doesn't matter how great your pass rush is. If the quarterback is really good, like a Joe Burrow or a Mahomes, they can get the ball out quick and the pass rush won't matter. If your secondary is horrible, like the Niners secondary is, they can be had if the pass rushers don't get home. it's a long day, and that's what happened against the Bengals. So Chase Young won't help them in that respect. They are technically better, but when they play the really good teams that they have a real quarterback that can actually get rid of the ball quick, it ain't going to matter. But we'll see. We'll see. And then we'll just pick up Chase Young on the back end in the free agency and put him right there with O'Shawn Mathis and Byron Young. And, so there's that. And, but yes, indeed, they should have got a corner and an offensive lineman. Their main needs. Just Stockton's right on cue. The media isn't all over the whiners saying they're all in like they did us. Exactly right. They were all over our butt. Exactly right. G12 says, on tap for the Rams, the Packers, the bye, Seattle, at Arizona, Cleveland, at Baltimore, Washington, New Orleans, at Giants, and San Francisco. So we have a chance to still get what we wanted. We were able to play these rookies, these young guys, second-year players, get them experience, and actually we got some drafted gems in Byron Young, Kobe Turner, Puka Nacua, of course, Byron. We already got Byron Young, Kobe Turner. Quentin Lake didn't get a chance to play last year. He was hurt. He's looking really good, playing really well. The land shark Kobe Durant hasn't really done a lot this year, but he's just been a guy. We'll see what happens with him. Hopefully he'll turn it back on. And O'Shawn Mathis is now starting to get reps. He's starting to get playing time. He's got some hurries. Hopefully he'll turn out. Bobby Brown III will be coming back soon. I think he comes after the bye, maybe a week after the bye. And then we'll go from there. We have three losses to work with. I figure we can go 9-8 and get the wild card. And there's winnable games. We just need to get 6 more wins here. And hopefully we'll take San Francisco, we'll take the Packers, and we'll take Seattle as 3 of them. And then we can beat Cleveland, we can beat Arizona, and we can beat Washington, and we can beat the Giants. So we'll see. We gotta go on a run. Yes, indeed. Stockton says, Will Levis for the Titans looks like a good quarterback. There we go. Daniel Barry Sports Highlights. Rams season over, I think, everyone. No, it's not over. There's still some time. G12 says Rams news. A Rams injury report. Matthew Stafford out again. Puka Nacua limited with the swelling knee. Yep. Tough show times. Rudy was there. Yes, indeed. Jock 42 says, what's up, Rudy? Let's see if McVay can put together a decent game plan. Yeah, run the ball, get the ball to Tutu Atwell, stop forgetting about him. G12 says, Rudy, 49ers gave up Noah's Ark and every animal on the boat for Trey Lance. Two of everything. Yes, indeed. So let's get into my my clips. So we have our guy JB talking with Agent Zero, Byron Young.
Did you have to fight anyone for Zero here in the Rams facility? Did anyone else want it as badly as you did?
I don't know, because I asked him about the number. The funny thing about it, I called the day after I got drafted. I was talking to my position coach, Coach Joe, and I was like, "Yeah, so about the numbers." Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, I don't really handle that." So he was then. Jock called me. And he was like, asking me about the numbers, and I said, I want number 0. Mm-hmm. And he said, number 6 is open, right? And I was like, yeah, but, I want number 0. So
it fits with your story so well. I hope you wear it for the rest of your career. It looks good on you, too.
JB with our guy, Byron Young. And then Stockton says, were you in Rumble's chat? I was like, no, it's the wannabe Remainder Sports Report. Nope. G12 says, Rams news. Rams make no moves at NFL trade deadline. Orange County Register. Rudy was there. There was one move, and I didn't get a chance to put him in here, is our old pal, John Wolford. And he did us a solid. He actually didn't want to come to Los Angeles because he's just there to fill in. So he didn't want to get that situation. So thank you, Jesus. Thank you, John Wolford, for doing us a solid and not coming back. I do not know what Sean McVay sees in John Wolford. I do not know, man. I mean, it used to be, back in the day, we had a guy named, for all you OG Ram fans, a guy named Jamie Martin. And like, why is this guy our backup? He sucks, right? And the old company line was, well, he knows the playbook, so he sucks. I'm not going to say that John Wolford sucks, but he's one of the reasons why Cooper Kupp hurt his ankle in the first place, because he threw an errant pass. Cooper Kupp went up in the sidelines to get it, and they tackled him low, and he twisted it. So yes, indeed. We don't need you, John Wolford. You stay over there. Stockton says the Winers are rebuilding 2025 without a ring. Love it. Yes, indeed. I'm looking forward to getting on them some more. G12 says Rams news. Rams signed free agent QB Dresser Wynn. Not the move the Ram fans wanted. Tough show times. Rudy was there. Yeah. So Dresser Wynn. So I didn't even bother getting a picture of him here. He's going to back up Rippon. Stafford is most likely playing. We'll see how that goes. Here's our guy Sean McVay talking about the situation on Matthew Stafford.
We're going to be smart with Matthew, and he's going to do everything in his power to be available, and we'll see what that looks like. But I think we've got to plan on, seeing if he is able to go, outstanding news. And if he's not, what does that look like? And how do we put together a plan that maximizes our players' ability, and knowing that we're going to be, missing our leader and our guy. But, sometimes that can bring out the best in people, and they need to step up based on some of the voids that we would have if our guy wasn't available.
So there it is. They need to step up. But I think that Rippon's going to play. But in the meantime, he is getting reps. We'll get to that right now. I put up my banner. Hold on, let me fix my banner real quick. So Stafford is expected to play. He's getting treatment or resting the thumb. We'll see what happens, but I expect him to play. I wish we had old Stetson Bennett back there, but he's not expected to come back this year with personal issues. I would love to have Stetson Bennett getting the reps all this time and showing what he can do. I like the kid. The kid's got moxie. The guy's a winner. He could add something to our team excitement. Chewy Loco says, Rudy, ¿qué onda? I'm glad Rippon's going to start on Sunday. Get rid of Stafford. He's done. And just as we say that, no, I think Stafford's playing. I believe. Williams says, hey, Rudy, Nakua, Rookie of the Year. He's not done yet. No, not at all. He's got a swelled knee. He should be fine, though, to play. G12 says, Rams news. Stetson Bennett, former UGA quarterback, unlikely to play this season. For the Rams, online Athens, Rudy was there. Yep, that's unfortunate for him. I hope everything is well with him. Yes, indeed. Soccer says, Rudy, they called Dresser Wynn over your boy Perkins. Yeah, it's crazy that we would try to even visit the idea of John Wolford, but not Bryce Perkins. Bryce Perkins was a better quarterback than John Wolford, and that's not saying much because they both didn't really do much. Bryce Perkins never really got a chance to even play with the ones. I would love to see what Bryce Perkins could do with the ones. He's got escapability. He's mobile. He can make decent throws. He doesn't have a big arm, but I think he was better than John Wolford. I don't know what it is about John Wolford, but I would have rather have given Bryce Perkins a call. He knows the system. Maybe he didn't take it. We're not there all the time. Maybe he didn't take off with the system. Maybe they didn't trust him with it. I don't know. Who knows? But it is what it is. And then props to our Lakers beating the Clippers in overtime last night. My man's wearing PJs just up on the sideline. And there it is. Props to the guys finally beating the Clippers. It's like the Rams in 49ers. The Rams are the one that have the hardware recently, the last two Lombardis, the last two rings, and the Niners beat us in the regular season like we stole something from them. At least we beat them in the big one, and we won the last championship recently. It's the same thing with the Lakers and Clippers, except the Clippers never won anything, but they always beat the Lakers in the regular season, and then they lose in the playoffs, and they don't get a chance to face the Lakers. But oops. So there's that. And then so here we go. The injury report. Let's get right to that, and then we'll get to McVay talking about it. Week 9 injury report. Matthew Stafford misses second practice, and that's just the way it's going to go this week. He's nursing that thumb injury, and he's basically got sprained ligaments in it. And we won't know until Friday or Saturday if for sure he's going to start, but it is expected that he will give it a go on Sunday. So that's big news. We need to get to 4 and 5, and then get into the bye. Guys like No Boom and our offensive line can get some rest. Kyron Williams returns after the bye. Matthew Stafford can get his thumb healthy, and we have a stretch run that we need to get some games in a row on the winning side and get to 9-8 and get that last wild card spot. There's still a chance for that. Still time. And then this is a cool story. So Jordan Rodriguez of The Atlantic was talking about, Mike LaFleur and Matt LaFleur. Matt LaFleur, the Packer head coach, who was one of the coaches under McVay's coaching tree. He was with the Rams, I think, 2018. Is now the head coach of the Packers. And then Mike LaFleur, his younger brother, is the offensive coordinator assistant with Sean McVay for the Rams. And they were talking about, well, who's the parents gonna, they're going to the game, the LaFleur parents. Who are they going to root for? And I guess Matt LaFleur, the Packers head coach, bought their parents a house. And then Mike, the Rams offensive coordinator, the younger brother, says, I don't think here, let's just go into it. And then on a lighter note, this is funny. So Matt LaFleur, the former Rams coach under McVay, is the head coach of the Packers. And so he bought a house for his parents in Green Bay. And he's saying, they better root for the Packers. And Jordan Rodriguez of The Atlantic, who covers the Rams, says Rams offensive coordinator Mike LaFleur, the younger brother, says it's not really a question about who the LaFleur parents are rooting for this week. So it's just funny, they're going back and forth, and their parents will be there watching the game. At least one of them will win. Hopefully it'll be the Rams. Just thought that was cool. Also, on another funny note, this same Jordan Rodriguez was reporting on Twitter, X, that she went to the grocery store, and there's this Cooper Cup display in the produce section. And let me see if I can make it bigger here. So that's hilarious. At Vons and Albertsons, they're a big supporter of the Rams when they first came to Los Angeles, and that's just funny. Cooper Cup. Yeah, the peaches and apples are on the Cooper Cup side over there. That's funny. It is. These displays are going in Santa Clara grocery stores all across the nation. The man who owns the Niners, the man who made the game-winning catches and basically took it upon himself to run wild and roughshod through that Niner defense. And he says, "Here, I took a bite of the apple. I took a bite of the apple, Niner fans. You could have the rest." But I just thought that was funny with our guy Cooper Cup, the Triple Crown winner, Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP, Cooper Cup. And it's very interesting because he started off pretty good, but he's been a little quiet. We got to figure out how we're going to use them both. We got to get Tutu involved. We got to keep running the ball. It's going to be very interesting what kind of game plan we're going to come out with after the bye. But we need to get this next win first. But yes, indeed. I just thought that was funny. William says, no comment on Perk. G12 says, Rams Legend of the Noche. No Legend of the Noche tonight on Thursday. You usually do it on Wednesday, maybe Saturday. Chocolate says, can you please stop with Legend of the Night nonsense? Let Rudy dictate the pace of the show. It's okay. Let's see. It's okay. G12 says, Rudy, how was your Halloween? Did you go on any parties? And the lady, you and the lady dressed up? Yeah, so I did dress up. I was the Mandalorian or Ramdalorian, and we took my we were going to take my grandkids maybe trick-or-treating. We ended up going to my mom's house, and they were giving out candy, and then we met up with my grandkids, and at work we dressed up, so it was pretty cool. Yep. I was gonna come in on Halloween with my Thriller jacket and everything, but I ended up not being able to do it. Sometimes I do my Jack Sparrow with the eye black and stuff, and I have my my Jack the monkey. Jack the monkey on my shoulder. You could probably see him better with the doubloon, Aztec doubloon. Pretty cool. It's fun. I get into all that stuff. Thank him, guy G12. Yes, indeed. No, you're good, G12. He's not dictating. He's just getting the show along. I appreciate everything G12 says. LA Lou says, I've seen some video on Dresser Wynn. He looks good at Utah. Martin, he throws a smooth ball. He was in training camp with the Rams, so he has that advantage over Bryce Perkins and Carson Wentz. I want to say something. When John Wolford and Bryce Perkins were with the Rams, I preferred for us to give Bryce Perkins a chance. Now that they're both gone, they can both stay gone. I just want to go on record as saying that. But when they were both Rams, I was like, why is John Wolford starting over Bryce Perkins? Give the man the ball, let him use his escapability, throw defenses off, and play with the ones. Forget John, you sit there, brother. You sit there, That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I wanted to call him back either, but that's what I'm saying when they were both Rams. Now, Carson Wentz has a big arm. He basically can know McVay's offense, and I would have loved to see that. But yeah, I heard some things about Dresser Wynn. Hopefully he won't get a chance. Hopefully Stafford will be playing. We'll see what happens. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And G12 says, oh, cool. You went out. Sweet. Yep. G12 says, hit us with the Thriller dance. But yes, indeed. So let's get right into some more clips. So we have another mini episode of Nine and Dime. Here we go. But yes, for instance, example, I will be doing Legends of the Nights on Wednesday. That's going to be a featured part of my stream. So thank you, G12. Thursday night, I won't do it, but that's okay to bring it up. Let's see. Nine and Dime, and then we'll get to our guy Rippin on him getting the reps in practice. Here we go.
And welcome in to Nine and Dime with John Matthew and Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, let's see what they got for us today. Gen Z slang. Guess the definitions of these Gen Z slang terms, both being millennials.
I don't like that I am a part of the same group as Matthew on this. So if we could get we need to get a hard stop, maybe around like the 90s, and we can split the millennial group up into two.
I've got no chance. Cooper probably does because he's cool and wears shirts without sleeves and tiny shorts, but I do not have a chance. So we'll see how this goes.
Tiny shorts. I love those guys. And here's our guy now, Brett Rippin, nephew of the great Mark Rippin. Once played for the Rams, looked horrible, and then he threw an interception, and then he went like this. I couldn't hear you. That's why I threw an interception. At least he had that 1 year with the Washington team and won the Super Bowl. Here we go. Brett Rippin on getting the reps and saying that he will be ready if called upon, but I don't think you'll be called upon. You just relax. Here we go.
How'd the day go? Day went good. Yeah, it was nice to get to some reps finally with those guys and, just start to feel the timing, get into the huddle, start communicating. I do it every single week in the back with Z-Rob, but, it's a little bit different getting in there, actually calling the play and getting up to the line of scrimmage, so it was good.
You said after the game Sunday that one of the things you wanted to really focus on this week was slowing down your progression a little bit, getting your feet set with the timing, your drop, and all of that. What specifically does that look like when you're working on it through the week?
Yeah, I think it's just knowing the timing of the play. Obviously there's a timing and there's a rhythm aspect to our position at quarterback where it's different for any other position. You're trying to go 100% speed as fast as you possibly can most of the time if you're playing receiver, O-line, whatever, right? For us, it's like, okay, this could be a quick 3 drop back. This could be kind of a tempoed 5-step drop back. So there's some different intricacies as far as like footwork and timing, and it could depend on the look you're getting on defense too. If it's zone coverage, maybe you slow your feet down, whereas if it's man, you might have to get it out a little bit quicker. So it's just
basically when you're the backup quarterback in the NFL, you get almost no reps. Okay. Matthew Stafford gets all the reps with the Rams. Now, because Matthew Stafford is nursing the thumb, Rippon is getting all the reps to be prepared, which is a good thing. They're working on film. They're working on where to get his feet. They're working on what to do in this situation, that situation, like he's talking about. And so he'll be okay if he has to do the game plan. The game plan will be streamlined to what his ability is. And we have to get that running game going. But hopefully we won't have to worry about that. He can stay in the background. Hopefully Matthew Stafford will be healthy enough to win this game, get us through this game, and then relax for a couple weeks. And then get us to 4-5. So we should be okay. We will see what happens. We'll get to the injury report. And let's see. Brian Smith says, hey, Rudy, how you doing, man? Appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much. As always, thank you for joining me on Thursday. Usually it's Wednesday, but appreciate you. G12 says, Rudy, did you hear of any Rams trade rumors that flew under the radars? Stuff you heard on LA Sports Radio? No, but I heard this ridiculous nonsense rumor that Rams were that the Eagles were trying to trade for Aaron Donald, and I was like, man, shut up. Song says Rombo's lips were flapping huge last night, smiling from ear to ear, saying Chase and Bosa will have 15 sacks each, and he says you are delusional. Now listen, 15 sacks each. Let's just come back to that. Bosa can't even get 4 sacks. Where is he? Has anyone seen Richie? I mean, Bosa. The guy took the bag. He fleeced the Niners. They went ahead and extended the contracts of old Kittle and old Trent Williams. And Kittle probably won't be with the team next year if they want to keep Chase Young. And so we'll see what happens. But like, I'm not expecting them to win. They still have weaknesses on the right side of the line. They can't stop the run, that defense. Their secondary isn't that good when you play good quarterbacks. Puka Nacua went off, and we didn't even have Cooper Kupp. They have issues. Then you have the game manager. He's turned into a pumpkin before our eyes. The glass slipper is lost, and no one knows where it's at in the fourth quarter. We will see what happens, but I can already tell you that I've already picked them not to do it again this year. So we'll see what happens. Jock 42 says, I want Stafford to get hurt. Oh, no, don't say that, Jock 42. Hurt again and really kill a season just to sit him this week. Shots fired. G-Tel says, welcome, Brian Smith. Yes, indeed. LA says, I'm hoping that Packers get a big dose of D. Henderson and Royce Freeman. Royce Freeman. I like to see a little of Zach Evans, too. I want to see my guy, Zach Evans. I want to see that speed. Let's leave cleats marks on the Packers jerseys. Love it. I want to get us to 4-5. I want us to get to playoffs. And then remember, we kind of have, I guarantee you, listen, as frustrating as it was for us, I guarantee you that Les Snead is like, God damn it, honey, unplug the wall phone and turn my phone off, because I know that he was like antsy, man. He's seen these other teams making moves. You got Seattle and the Niners desperately trying to win the ring since the Rams won it, and they know that the Rams aren't staying pat next year, so they're trying to vault each other. And I know that it was killing Les Snead as much as it was killing us. A guy like that that has Stan Kroenke's checkbook and do what you need to do. I know it was killing him, but there's a plan in place, and that's what we just have to keep remember and be patient. Here's our guys loose, ready to go for Green Bay before they go off to Green Bay. Steve Avila with the speed, and our guys getting loose and ready.
Another day.
I can see Steve Avila. Put him at fullback. I'll open you a hole. And then here's our wide receivers getting work. Brett Rippin, letting it rip, baby. Let it rip, Brett. Let it rip. Let her rip, Brett. Like the manager of the Major League. Give him the heater, Rick. Give him the heater, Rippin.
That's where to stay down on it. Just stay down on it.
Biz, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see this. My guy Tribe. Rudy is right. Pea shooter Purdy turned into the pumpkin. Jack 42 says Jimmy G so bad right now. How did we ever lose to that guy? SMH. I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes in life, things happen that don't make any sense. The Niners lose to the Browns, right? They have a good defense. Missing all their main quarterback, main receiver, main guys, running back. Lose to them. They lose to who else did they lose to? Well, they kicked the Cowboys, but look what the Cowboys did to us, right? Okay, they lost 3 straight games. Are you telling me we couldn't beat the Niners all this time in the regular season? Now, I wouldn't trade the NFC Championship game, but sometimes things just don't make any difference. And then you got Richard Sherman. So I tweeted that Richard Sherman, on this side of Matt Maialco, if that's how you say his last name, I don't know who kisses the Niners' ass more. And it's horrible that a former Seahawk, the guy who was making fun of Michael Crabtree all in his face in the championship game in 2013, right? And then they were eating turkey legs, him and Russell Wilson, which I can appreciate, and I was laughing my ass off. They were eating on the Niners logo after they beat him. If you remember that scene, is now the number 1 ass kisser next to Matt Maialco. I used to like Sherman better when he was making fun of Crabtree and he was making fun of the Niners. Now he don't know what side of the Niners ass to kiss. I don't know if he's angling for a job with them. I don't know what it is, or he's trying to get all those Niner fans that show up with the tags on their caps to get on this podcast. And he's got a podcast. He's always ripping on the Rams. He's always ripping on Matthew Stafford. I don't know if he's jealous because the Rams won the Super Bowl and because he was a Niner for 3 years and they blew it. He got toasted. Not only did he helped the Seahawks win in the championship game, he knocked that ball out of the air against, Crabtree was going to catch it when Kaepernick threw that ball, shattered their dreams, and then shattered the Niners' dream as a Niner by getting toasted left and right by Mahomes. But now he doesn't know what side of the Niners has to kiss first. So I'm very disappointed in Richard Sherman. That'd be like Jack Youngblood kissing the Niners ass, horrible. It would never happen. It would never happen. I don't care. Isaac Bruce really doesn't like the Niners and he played for them. I don't even know how he put that jersey on. He probably vomited every time he put it on. G12 says Rams versus Packers history. Has played 98 times, including 3 postseason games, with the Packers winning 49 games and the Rams winning 47. They have also tied twice. Wonderful, wonderful. G12 says the Green Bay Packers lead the series 49-47 and 2 ties. That's crazy that it's been so close. We've lost the last 3 games to them, including the playoffs. We're definitely due. G12 says welcome, Tribe. Yes, indeed. LA Lou says, hold on. LA says, I'm glad we stayed pat. We have a plan and we should stick to it. Let the young guys play and experience for next season. Then we'll have the checkbook out. Yes, indeed. Exactly right. So it is frustrating, man. And it's frustrating that we gave away the Cincinnati game. It's frustrating that the refs blew that game too, and they gave us a horrible spot. It's frustrating that our kicker, Matt, whatever his name is, Mauer, missed I tried to put him out of my mind, missed the an extra point and 2 field goals, and we lost that game. Those would be 2 games better. Gave us hardly any breathing room, and in a time that we're trying to retool on the fly. But yeah, I know it sucks for us, but I know that Les Snead, it's killing him, man, because he's got a plan, but he's like, yeah. Yes, indeed. G12 says Rudy, last round's victory was at Green Bay Packers 2010, 10-8, 2006, 23-20. Rudy was there. I think that was at the Coliseum. Yes, indeed. G12 says game day forecast 48 degrees Fahrenheit, chance rain showers, winds at 10 degrees. Oh, it might be raining. Shock 42 says Sherman is a Niners stan. It's weird. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I don't know why he's like I said, he seems to kiss the Niners ass every chance he gets. G tells us 49ers first loss to the Browns, who let the dogs out. Literally, they not only let the dogs out, they were coming out. Now I think they came out with the radio too, like the Niners come out dancing around, we're the regular season champs with the A-track in the side, Oh boy. Tony Tiger, he did play for Stafford Bay Area Connection. Yes, indeed. Got you. Okay. Johnny G says Richard Sherman is a weirdo. He thinks he's a real Niner, but he was also one of the reasons the Niners lost the Super Bowl versus Kansas City. He got burned. Yep, they called him toast. Exactly right. G12 says, Rudy, we all get humbled from time to time. It's the Niners' time. 3 straight losses. Yes, indeed. Then they're talking about we might go undefeated. Willie Bowen says, hey, Rudy, I'm praying for victory for the LA Rams. Yes, indeed. My guy, Willie Bowen. Yes, indeed. G12 says, welcome, Tony Tiger. Love that. Love it. Willie Bowen says, sup, G12. Yes, indeed. Dewey Toss says, Rudy, to you, which player on the Rams roster do you wish they would have traded away, either a pick or a player of need? I would love to say bye-bye to there isn't really anybody that bothers me except for Darian Kendrick. And he's a young guy. Robert Rochelle, I don't know if he's not active, but I haven't really noticed him this year. I was really wanting him to show out this year, but there's still time. But not really too many. Darian Kennedy is the guy that I would like to have him get right. Stockton says, let's see, is Grant Cohn still kissing the Niners ass, Rudy? No, he's actually Grant Cohn. Got you. Our boy Grant Cohn is back on to saying that the Niners don't have enough. Even Jesse Naylor, the content creator, came on there and he was saying, this team, I've been saying it before, and props to Jesse saying it. Maybe I might cut that and send that to Rumble. He says that the Niners look good enough to beat certain teams, but not good enough to win the Super Bowl. I've been telling you, listen, I'm the Niners prophet. For 29 years, I've been right. Not this year, not that year. No, not this year either. I've been basically, I should put a robe on and make my hair brown and just be a Niners prophet. I'll tell you, no, not this year. Okay. Not that year either. It was 84 years ago. And you throw the... Oh, boy. God bless him. Where is Zeke? Our offensive line is built to run the ball, just like they did in Seattle week 1. McVay needs to put his pride aside and trust the run. Love that. Where is Zeke? Yes, like I said before, the key is Matthew Stafford. The key is the O-line and the running game. I want, by the end of the season, for us to be a smash mouth team when we need it, to have Steve Avila and Dotson and Note Boom smashing fools, running the ball, being rude and mean, getting after guys. Stafford upright, healthy, getting the ball to Tutu, Puka, Ben Skowronek coming out of nowhere. Our guy Cooper Kupp going down. I want us to be lethal. And then next year we get some more guys on the O line. We get some edge. We get an edge rusher. We get guys that we need with that free agent money, and we draft some guys that we need on certain situations. So we'll see what happens. Tony Tiger says trade rumors, but I want Aaron Donald to finish his career with the LA Rams statue at SoFi. Yes, indeed, there's going to be a statue there. Most likely him and Cooper Kupp. Donald's not going nowhere, man. Donald's not going nowhere. Don't worry about it. LA Lou says the last time we beat the Packers was 2017, the Coliseum, when Goff outdude Rodgers 29-27. Like it. I thought that it was, I don't remember what year it was, but I thought it was in the LA Coliseum as well. I don't know. I don't remember. But I think, I know we beat him at the Coliseum one time, but I don't know if that was the last time we beat him. Song says Kobe Durant has had a very sad season after so much time. Yeah, I was very hyped up on the guy. I'm still bullish on him. I still think he's going to be a good player. But, sometimes it's an adjustment. Maybe he has some nagging crap going on. But I like his attitude, and he's a really good player. He'll rebound. Sometimes sophomore crap. G12 says, Rudy, I heard that a lot. I heard about everyone nearing saying we should trade for AD. Pale said the cap hit for either trade AD or Cup or Stafford would hurt the cap a lot. Yeah, it's not worth it for us to trade any of these guys, but we still have a plan for them to be there with us. Yes, indeed. Welcome to Where is Zeke? LA Lou says, hi, bro. Cool Bro says, LA Lou. Hi, bro. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Crew Bro, for coming in. G12 says, who's favored? Green Bay Oops. G12 says, who's favored? Green Bay Packers favored by 3. Over under is 38.5 via DraftKings. Give me your in the chat, everyone that's in here. Give me your scores. Now I'm going to be careful with this because I don't know if my 30-17 score is the kiss of death when it comes to referee calls or just BS stuff that comes. So I'm going to say Rams 24, Packers 20. Give me your scores in the chat. That's a score I haven't used before, and I'm trying to get us off the snide because I'm still expecting us to score 30 points with Stafford's thumb the way it is. I think that we're going to score a defensive touchdown or get us deep in the red zone on the Packers side and help us score once or twice, maybe a strip sack or a pick. Give me your scores, and then we'll do a few more things and we'll get out of here. Willie Bone says, Tony, LA Rams has good receivers and tight ends for pass catching game 2. The offensive line has to create holes for the running game. Yes, indeed. Kubro says, hi, Remilio. How you doing, man? Appreciate you. Thank you for coming in. Yes, indeed, my guys. Kubro says, also, Remilia, hold on. I talked to my parents about coming on your stream, and I come on, and I can come on any Saturday during Thanksgiving break. You can choose the day for the stream. Sounds good, man. Just remind me. Sounds good. We will do that. G12 says, Rudy, trade Logan Bruss. I was looking for Logan Bruss. I don't see him on the roster. I know that we cut him, but I don't think we brought him back. Somebody give me the link to that. I don't see him, and I'm glad. I was in his corner, and then I saw him almost get Stetson Bennett. He looked like the Tin Man out there, all stiff, and he said, Ole, and the guy went right by him and creamed Stetson Bennett. And so, that guy may be a late bloomer. I don't think he's on our roster, G12. I haven't seen it. G12 says, Rudy, do you set up an ofrenda de los muertos? Yes, do you practice that? I don't. My sister and my dad does. And I want to tell you guys something too, is that I didn't get a chance to set his picture up. Maybe I'll do that on Saturday. One of my elderly dogs, my doggies bark and stuff. One of them passed away. His name was Buddy. And we came home last night and he passed away. So rest in peace, Buddy, man. We were thinking about having him put down because he was old and he could still eat, though. They say when he doesn't eat, but he was blind and man, I just want to say that, rest in peace, Buddy. Love you, my bud. And I'm a dog dude. I'm an animal person, and I used to throw the ball to him, the tennis ball. He'd go get it in the hallway. I chase him down the hallway. He'd take off, run around, and come back. And none of that no more. He would just sleep most of the day, and he had a hard time getting up. I was even thinking about getting one of those wheels things, to help him. But he was just, when we got him, he was like 8 or 9 years old. They said he was fixed and he wasn't chipped. We want to see if somebody was missing him, and he ended up staying with us for another 8 or 9 years. But yeah, I just want to say rest in peace to my buddy. He was a poodle mixed doggy, really wonderful dog. Stockton says Rams 13, Packers 9. Love that. Two sad teams. No, we're not sad. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. That's my score. Rams 24, Packers 20. Willie Bone says two sad teams. Willie Bowen says SoFi Stadium should have pictures of statues of Ray Malavasi, John Robinson, George Allen, and Sean McVay. Love it. Great coaches. Coach T. Bates, 17-14 Rams. Thank you, Coach T. Bates. Hopefully from your lips to God's ears, man. We need this win, man. I got to tell you, Coach T, I'm going to say this. Props to my guy, West Hill Rock 5 Rings, the Cowboys fan. This game, I watched the replay. And while I was watching it, half of the time I'm like this. Are you kidding me? A couple of things. On any given Sunday, they were coming off of the bye. They were nice and fresh. Dak Prescott felt like his old self from 3 years ago. He was feeling really mobile and agile. He was moving the chains. He was locked in. He was at home. We didn't play very good. We're kind of limping to the bye. No excuses, but that's how I'm seeing it. Everything went right for them. They blocked the punt. They ran back one almost all the way to the end zone. They got another deep kick. They were just doing everything. We were making all kinds of mistakes, and he was making plays. Can he keep doing that? No. That was an anomaly. That was what's the word? An off-putting. That was, I can't remember the word. That was just an anomaly. That was just something that happens to every team. That team is not going to be the same team that plays the Eagles. If he lasts again like that, I'll be surprised the way Dak was playing. But that was just like a one-off. That was a one-off. We can play them 5 times and you won't see Dak play another game. But they won that one. So that's what happens when you lose in Cincinnati, a game that we should have won. And then you don't do enough and make your kicks an extra point against the Steelers, let them hang around, and then we give a chance for the referees to screw us over. When you lose those 2 games, you can't have one of those. Our margin for error is very small with these young guys, but there's still a chance for us to make the postseason. The next games that we have, we got to win 6 of them. We can still lose 3, and we can go 9-8. So yes, indeed. But yeah, 17-14, Coach Bates, that would be great. Because this team that we played the Niners tough in the first half and the Eagles tough in the first half should have beat the Bengals. We roughshotted the Seahawks in the whole game. That's not the team that showed up against the Cowboys. But it is what it is. That's a team that got the loss. Kubro says, I will comment in one of your vids on how to figure out how to come on your stream sometime in November. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. What it is, I give you the link. You go to it. I can send it to your email, and then you just go and it'll open up, and I put you in the backstage, and then I'll have you on. Are you going to come on with the camera too, or just your voice? Willie Boss says, LA Rams 33, Packers 13. I love that, Willie. I would love for us to score a buku amount of points. Willie Boss says, what's up, Jack 42? Yes, indeed. Kubro says, my prediction for the Rams versus Packers game 30-20. Rams on top. Love it, love it, love it. G Trust Rudy, look up or lads. They are good at posting the whole roster. I thought he was on the practice squad. Oh, thank you. I just didn't see it. If he's there, I didn't notice it. Kubro says it's going to be J.E. versus Tom Grossi. G2 says, sorry, Rudy, good old buddy. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You know what? I love my doggies, and it was just so tough, man. We came home like, why did we leave? You know, you never know. You can, when dogs get a certain age, and he wasn't doing very well, you just never know what's going to happen. You know, you can come home from work and, but yeah, I'll be posting a picture of him. I love that dog, man. And, yeah, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. Jacques Ford says, I hate losing dogs. I wish they live longer. Yeah, man. I got to tell you, and this is, they can give us another 30 years, and it's not going to be enough, and man, yeah, thank you. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you. G-Toss says, where did you find Buddy? I was taking the trash out at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I saw a little white fur ball. And I go, oh, shoot, one of our dogs got out and hung around the outside the fence, maybe. And then I look, I go, that's not one of ours. And he's all skinny and matted. And we brought him in and we fed him some, the Mexican, we fed him some weenies and some bologna, whatever it was. And we ended up taking him to get, because he was fixed, you could tell. And boy dog. And he wasn't chipped, and we ended up keeping him. And he was a good dog, such a sweetheart, never, not a mean bone in his body. Really wonderful guy. Wonderful doggy. Cool Bro says, that's so sad. Here we go. That's so sad about your dog loss. I know what it's like losing a pet. It's so sad. I currently have a bunny, and I don't want to imagine that would be like without him. Yeah, man. Props to your bunny. Sokka says, how are the Rams? How are the Steelers 6-3? And what a farce. 6-3. They beat us. They got one win there. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It is what it is, though. You got to put your, tip your hat to them. They were able to win games that they shouldn't have. Ruben 80 says, Packers will be Muerto this Sunday. Go Rams. Love it, Ruben 80. Appreciate that, brother. Come in more often. Appreciate you, brother. Subscribe and hit the alert button so you can come in more often. Love it. Love it. Cool Bro says, and I'm currently reading Pet Cemetery. Oh, it's a great book, great movie. Stephen King and having lost pets and currently have a pet. That book hits hard. Literally made me cry. Yeah, man, it's tough losing pets. We can have another long time with them, and it's not enough. Yeah, man, that movie's crazy. If you see the movie, the book, I only read little parts of it. Wonderful. Where is Zeke says, I was at the Dallas game, and surprisingly, the Dallas Cowboy fans were not as annoying as the LA Cowboys fans. They actually had knowledge of the game. Love that. Love that. G12 says, Rudy, the word you're looking for is ramulators. Darian Kendrick watched his latest on the situation. Yeah, man. They're talking about moving Kobe Durant and moving Quentin Lake. We'll see how Kobe Durant's got a little ailment. We'll get to the injury report right now. G12 says, Rudy, like we say, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Exactly right, baby. There's my guy, G's Nuts. Let's go, Ram. Shout out to my father-in-law, Pedro, going to the game. Love it, Pedro. Appreciate it, brother. Love that. Love that. Let's get into the injury report. I love that, man. Safe travels up and back. Let's see. Here we go. Week 9 injury report. Matthew Stafford misses second practice, and that's just the way it's going to go this week. He's nursing that thumb injury, and he's basically got sprained ligaments in it, and we won't know until Friday or Saturday if for sure he's going to start, but it is expected that he will give it a go on Sunday. So that's big news. We need to get to 4-5 and then get into the bye. Guys like No Boom and our offensive line can get some rest. Kyron Williams returns after the bye. Matthew Stafford can get his thumb healthy. And we have a stretch run that we need to get some games in a row on the winning side and get to 9-8 and get that last wild card spot. There's still a chance for that. We have about 3 losses that we can play with to get to 9-8. We're at 3-5 now, so we need to get to 4-5 with this Green Bay Packers game coming up on Sunday. And also the injury report. Havenstein is a calf, did not participate on Thursday. Stafford did not participate. The thumb. Ernest Jones did not participate. He'll play with the knee. Laurel Mutchinson, limited. Most likely he'll play. Kobe Durant, limited. Most likely he'll play with the shoulder. Puka Nacua, swollen knee. He's limited. Most likely he'll play on Sunday. Austin Trammell has got a hip. Full participant. Ben Skoranek, full participant on Thursday. Ethan Evans, our punter, full participant. Hunter Long, full participant tight end. He had a high hamstring. And then on the Green Bay Packers side, Jair Alexander, he was limited. Most likely he'll play. Allen Jenkins, limited with a knee. Aaron Jones, right running back, limited. Most likely he'll play. Luke Musgrave, tight end, ankle. He's limited. Most likely he'll play. Josh Nijman, limited. Tackle with the foot. Most likely he'll play. And then Rudy Ford, safety, calf, and he's limited. Most likely he'll play. So that's the. It's funny because where I was recording that, I did that with my phone. You can hear the echo. I go, oh, that doesn't sound very good. But so that's the injury report. Yeah, so we got to get to 4-5. Hopefully Stafford will play. We'll know more on that Friday and Saturday. And in the meantime, Rippin is letting it rip, and he's getting all the reps. He's getting prepared, and then we'll see if Stafford's going to actually play. We'll see what happens with that. And my guy, Cool Bro, man, I'm sorry about your hamsters, man. I love those names. You have your 2 hamsters, Harry and Anakin. They were my COVID hamsters. We got them in April and lost them in September and October. It was hard, and I was so sad the same year my grandmother died. Yeah, man, sorry about that, and God bless your grandmother as well. My daughter used to have guinea pigs. Guinea pigs. Yes, indeed. Kubro says, did you hear? Did anyone hear about the Beatles' new song? I heard about that. Is it an AI thing? I heard someone on the radio say that. Is it an AI thing? Now they can do stuff with AI. That's crazy. Did I do this clip? I think I did. This last clip. Let's see. Rams versus Packers. Grind time in Green Bay. The Rams need this win in the worst way to get to 4-5 as we get into the bye, get some guys healthy. Hopefully Stafford can go this week and he can rest his thumb more. The hip pointer, the ailment is still there. Guys like Noteboom and Ernest Jones, who have been limited, Heavenstein and all the guys on the line can get healthy. Kyrie Williams will be back, and we're ready for the stretch run to make that last wild card spot. We still have a chance. And as like I said, we can go 9-8 and still have a chance to get that last wild card spot. And so we have 3 losses that we have to play with that we can still do or use up. We want to win every game, of course, but that can still get us the wild card spot possibly. And we just need to. That's it. You know, we don't want to lose any games, of course, but we have 3 to work with. We can get to 9-8 and get that wild card spot. And so the final and Pittsburgh, yeah, you guys were talking about Pittsburgh, 20-16, the Titans. And so, yeah, so let's just get this win. I'll let you guys know on Friday. Saturday night, one night before the game time, we'll come back in here and a night stream. I'll be antsy to see what's going on. Hopefully Stafford starts. So I appreciate all you guys coming in on Thursday. Usually we do this on Wednesday. So thank you guys so much. Hope everyone has a great night. And love each and every one of you guys. G12 says, Rudy, what is so crazy is that the Rams got majority of NFC teams to play. So win those, make the playoffs. Yup. And what's crazy, though, too, is JB was talking about that the Rams' first games, that all the teams combined are 9 games above 500, right? Their records, right? We're 3-5. You could actually be 5-3, but we just didn't do it. The next games they're playing combined right now as we speak, they're 5 games under 500. It's right there for us. So everyone, have patience. Like I said, this is our journey. It's going to be hair pulling time. It's going to be very frustrating time. And so we just have to remember that. Kubro says, G12, that line you said is from the Pet Cemetery book and movie. Yeah, I highlighted it right there. Yes, indeed. Love it. G12. G12 says, shout out to everyone in the chat and watching the stream around the world. Ramelia Sports Report dropping weekly content. Please like, subscribe, and share. Much appreciated. Yep, thank you so much, G12. Props to your Dolphins. They're looking Super Bowl contenderish. All right, guys, everyone have a great night. Thank you for joining me and all the guys that like to watch the replays. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. We'll do this again on Saturday. Hopefully we'll get good news about Stafford. And the main thing is he needs to be able to grip the ball. Besides gripping the ball, he's got to get the ball from center. When he goes under center, that ball comes in and impacts. It's got to be ready to go. So hopefully it's probably going to be cold weather. It's going to be chappy. And we'll see what happens. In the meantime, Rippon's letting it rip in practice, getting all the reps. All right, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Love each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys for joining me today. As we always say, thank you, Jacques42. Appreciate you. As we always say, may the Ramili be with you. And Ramulators, mount up. See you Saturday night, guys.